Alright, a lot of interesting questions tonight. Anyway guys, welcome to Q&A 27. This is where I answer everything and anything from you guys. Just post it down in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer it next week. So the first question this week is, John, what is your most anticipated movie of 2013? Before I answer that, and since that's a movie question, I wanted to give a quick mention to PrettyMuchIt, another YouTube channel here. And this is the channel where they talk about movies, video games, and everything. If you guys are into that, definitely subscribe to this channel. I'll put an annotation. Where do I want to put it? I'll put it right there. Right there. Boop. The great thing about PrettyMuchIt is it's a well-made, professionally put together channel, and these guys give their opinions on video games and movies, and that's all the stuff I'm interested in, so it's one of my favorite channels on YouTube. I legitimately do mean that, because I sit there and watch every one of their weekly videos where they talk about movie news. I like the way they organize their channel. You know, they have the annotations down there. You can click on where you want to go. I thought that was an ingenious idea. Another thing is, I'm jealous of them. Here's why. You have three best friends talking about movies, and you know, I have other friends, but they're not into that stuff like I am. So really it just ends up being me sitting in my room alone. Well, not alone. I'm sorry, Batman. And then Tiny Todd's somewhere. Actually, I think he snuck into the neighbor's house. I think he was talking about, I don't know, some kind of genocide. The guy's weird.
Do you like movies?
Video games.
Not yet. Do you like movies? Well, you're in luck, because we talk about movies, and we also talk about... That was your cue. And we also talk about...
Oh, sorry, getting a phone call.
And we also talk about...
And we also talk about...
Enough! We review movies, we review video games, and every Friday we discuss the latest in video games and movies and comics and TV shows. Please just subscribe.
Okay, so to answer the most anticipated movie of 2013 for me, it's gonna be Man of Steel. Here's why. You know, I've been listening to the score of this movie the last few days by Hans Zimmer, and that thing's just so epic and enlightening. You know, when I die, I want them to play that song in my funeral. You know, I just drive around town listening to that music. Actually, I listened to it the other day when I went to the gym, and it made me feel stronger. Yeah. And then I'm bench pressing 225, and some guy comes by and puts some kryptonite under my nose, and the bench press falls on my face, and I die. And then I realize I'm not Superman. Let's keep going here. What is your opinion on cosplayers, and have you ever thought about cosplaying as one of your favorite characters? Have you watched my videos? I'm Batman every other damn video. Of course, you know, really, to be honest with you, if I had the money, I would love to buy one of those like $3,000 Batman suits, and I'd cosplay the hell out of it, man. I would go to every convention dressed up like Batman. I need to find a sidekick. I need to find like a Robin. Like, but not like a cool version of Robin, like the 1970s version of Robin with little green pantyhose. But I'm into cosplayers. That sounds weird. I'm definitely into the cosplay chicks. Some of the hottest women alive. Do you ever watch Birds of Prey on the Warner Brothers, the CW? No, I never watched it. As a Batman fan, I watched it, and it was on, and in my opinion, it's pretty decent and didn't get a fair shake. Never seen it. I couldn't give you my fair opinion. Hey, Johnny Test. How tall are you? And also, do you use second green screen apps that are on Blu-rays? Do you use second screen apps? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to read your question because it's late and my brain's literally, see it melting out of my ear right there? I'm 6 foot tall. With shoes on, I might be a smidgen taller than that. And do I use the apps on Blu-rays? The screen within a screen? No, because how the hell can I watch a movie with another little screen over here in the corner? I can't do that. You know, I just watch the regular bonus features and I keep going. Hey Johnny, have you seen Toxic Avenger? If so, what do you think about it? Classic cult favorite movie. That movie is, it's hilarious, it's bad at the same time, but funny. And plus I heard they were going to do a remake on that. I'm curious to see how that goes. What do you think of casting from the new Spider-Man movie? Do you think all these new characters would end up being bloated like Spider-Man 3? You know, after the Amazing Spider-Man, which I watched just the other day on Blu-ray again, I realized that that movie was it was very bad. It's very messy. And plus he edited out a whole subplot. As far as the new Spider-Man movie, the sequel to that, yeah, it sounds like they're throwing a lot of villains in there. Some of them might be rumors, so who really knows? I hope it's entertaining. I hope it's a lot better than the other one that they made, so I'm not getting my hopes up about it. Please comment on it anyway for your next Q&A. Okay. Hey, Emperor Asshole. My name is Emperor Asshole. Have you seen the Dark... What the hell was that? Have you seen the Dark Knight Returns animated movie? They are just as good as the Nolan movies, trust me. I have seen Mask of the Phantasm, but the Dark Knight Return animated movie, I haven't. Let me tell you something about those animated movies. As far as animation goes, the thing about animation, the key is make it simple so you can get through the process quicker. But something about those blocky faces, I don't know, I liked him as a kid, but now I watch him, I'm like, I don't want a blockhead for Batman. Anybody else? Or is it just me? I don't know, I came to that weird conclusion one late night. But another thing is I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of Batman animated funny clips, and one of the clips, Superman breaks Batman's shit, and Batman's like, you owe me $50,000. Okay, let's keep going here. Hey John, have you seen these films? Pan's Labyrinth, I have seen it once. Dead Man's Shoes and Antichrist. If so, what do you think of them? Antichrist, I have not seen that. Pan's Labyrinth was good. It was interesting, very artistically made movie. I seen it a long time ago. I seen it when it first came out, so I don't remember every detail. What do you think about the Alien movies? Aliens 1, phenomenal movie, very creepy, slow-paced and very dark and dingy, but interesting. Aliens was the more action-packed version by James Cameron. Aliens 3, David Fincher. And then the thing is about the Alien movies is they're horror films, suspense films, but for me, I preferred, this sounds weird, and it's not a better movie, but Prometheus. I want the more scientific, intellectual, you know, adventure into space. You know, if you want to scare the hell out of me, do it, but, you know, just as far as aliens crawling through vents for 2.5 hours, it's just like, I get it. I want to go into space, though. I want to explore stuff. And I want Sigourney Weaver to be there with her camel toe white undies on. What do you think about Robert Zemeckis as a director? Phenomenal director. I think the guy has a lot of talent. I mean, geez. I mean, he Back to the Future, Castaway, Flight. Zemeckis is good, man. I think I would like to see him kind of return to a less serious film. You know, he did Flight. I'd like to see him kind of dive into something a little bit more fun once again. Hey, Johnny Bing Bong. These nicknames are incredible. What would your girlfriend do if she saw a 10-minute rant on porn stars? Trust me, my girlfriend knows the inner dark secrets of my life. It wouldn't bother her. What do you think about me having only 49 Blu-rays in my collection? I'm getting a couple more tomorrow. Listen, man, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. So I salute you, sir. You know, to be honest with you, everyone thinks I have like 10,000 Blu-rays. I have less than, I don't know, maybe 400. And because over the last few years, you know, I kind of got a little bit more selective. I pretty much bought all the classic movies that I wanted for the most part. So there's no reason I'm buying all these junky movies that come out every month. You know, it's just, I'm not going to watch them, and I want movies that are quality entertainment, or at least for me. Now, I have Over the Top on Blu-ray, so that basically goes against everything I just said. Who cleans up after Spider-Man? Is there just webs all over New York City? Good question. Maybe his webs disintegrate with water, like when it rains they just disintegrate, kind of like toilet paper. I don't know. Good question. I think the guy definitely should be paying some kind of littering fine, though. Would you rather have sex with a dwarf or an elf? Well, a dwarf's a little more human-like. An elf kind of is a fantastical creature. I'd probably go with the elf. A little more interesting. Especially a magical elf. I prefer a fairy, though. Hey, John Flickster, what are your thoughts on The Elephant Man? Do you recommend it? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sad, depressing movie. It's going to make you want to die. What do you think the next Quentin Tarantino movie should be? Good question. That guy does pretty much whatever he wants to do nowadays. Django Unchained was phenomenal, by the way. To be honest, I don't know. I think Tarantino's just going to do whatever the hell he wants to do. I would like to see another I'd like to see another Reservoir Dogs type movie from Tarantino, you know, with the bigger budget, of course. You know, I'd like to see like a heist movie. Anything he does is interesting. I love the banter between his characters in movies. Hey, John, in Nightmare on Elm Street video, you said that Warner Brothers sends you Blu-rays. How do you get companies to send you products? To be honest, yeah, I just was making Blu-ray reviews for a long time, for year and a half, 2 years almost, and one day I got an email and they offered to start sending me movies that you know, they give me an option every once in a while. Do you want this movie or not? And a lot of times I say no, because I'm not gonna get a movie and talk about one that I don't care about. So have you ever called? No, I haven't. What is your favorite high school comedy? The Breakfast Club. Maybe Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Both of them combined. I kind of connect with Ferris Bueller's Day Off a little bit more. But then again, I kind of connect with John from The Breakfast Club. You know, my old man got me for Christmas a pack of smokes. Hey, Johnny, smoke up! Well, I don't smoke, but I feel like Johnny sometimes, with a little bit of Emilio Estevez in me. You asked that question 6 times in a row. Would you like Die Hard 6 if it was directed by Christopher Nolan? Definitely would be interesting, but I don't think Christopher Nolan, first of all, he wouldn't have accepted, actually we're talking about Die Hard 6. I was thinking of 5 all of a sudden, which by the way was complete shit. Yeah, Die Hard 6, Christopher Nolan, why not? I mean, it's definitely going to be a dark, gritty, reality-based Bruce Willis version of it, but yeah, why the hell not? I mean, nothing could be worse than what we got for Die Hard 5. So, do you think the new G.I. Joe has potential? It looks entertaining, and the first one looked entertaining before I seen it. What was that? I heard a noise. I think Tiny Todd's coming back. I wonder what he did to those people next door. Anyway, you know what? Actually, I might lock the door. Anyway, the new G.I. Joe movie, it looks entertaining. I hope it's good. They did go back to do reshoots and a whole bunch of other things, basically to keep Channing Tatum in the movie, because I guess he died off in the first 5 minutes of it. They realized that he's going to be a big star, so they're like, we're going to reshoot that to keep him around. So, could be good. Hey, Batman, what are your top 5 favorite actors of all time? Mine is Leonardo DiCaprio. These all 5 of them? Leo. Leo's definitely up there. Joaquin Phoenix might be in there somewhere. Christian Bale's definitely in there. Tom Hanks, likable guy, got to throw him in there. And number 5 might be... I don't know who number 5 is. I really don't know. I don't know who number 5 would be. I'll leave that one. I'll leave that one for later. Hey, John, what are your favorite video games? In my opinion, and what is your opinion on Life of Pi? Life of Pi. I've actually yet to see it, so we'll leave it there. I'll check it out soon, though. Favorite video games. I play a lot of Call of Duty, even though I end up punching myself in the face after 10 minutes. I used to play Crackdown. Crackdown 1 and 2. Okay? Awesome games. You know, you wander around the town climbing buildings, your palms get sweaty, I get scared, you're looking for all these hidden orbs. It took me 2 weeks to find all the hidden orbs, but I found every single hidden item in that game. Yeah, that's what I did for 2 weeks, with a bag of Cheetos and some Mountain Dew. Oh, as far as video games go, a very nice viewer, sent me Batman Arkham City. Now I'm going to return it when I'm done playing it, but I'm definitely interested to play it. I just got it in today, so thank you, my good sir. Have you seen Silver Linings Playbook? Yes. Good movie. I like it. Is it a movie that I'm going to go back and watch over and over again? Maybe not, but it was entertaining. I did like it. Bradley Cooper wearing the trash bag. Do a quick review on Eric Bana's Hulk. Oh, Jesus. a big art house sloppy mess that tried to be a little too comic book movie, but at the same time failed in every way possible. The Hulk looked awful in the movie. He looked like a big green square blocky guy with, I don't know, like his purple panties were a little too bright. He jumped 3 miles at a time. Definitely a bad script, and Eric Bana, I think, did everything he possibly could have, but the director of the movie was trying to go so many different directions that weren't sticking true to the comic books. Just a bad movie, hard to get through, and at times visually it looks okay, but overall just not a good movie. What do you think Christian Bale? What do you think of Christian Bale in The Fighter? Christian Bale in The Fighter. What the hell? What is this, a movie I missed somewhere? I'm looking it up. I don't. Hang on. Hold on to your britches here. We're gonna look this up. Is this new and upcoming? Because you got The Fighter with Channing Tatum in it, but I don't want to talk about that movie. But let's see what's going on here. The Fighter. Oh, I'm stupid. Yes, The Fighter. Yes, Mark Wahlberg movie. It's late. I'm sorry. Yeah, David O. Russell. I've seen The Fighter. Hey, what are you doing over there? Hey, I loved his crackhead. You know, Christian Bale really is a method actor. You know, he gets into characters. The guy dropped a lot of weight, shaved some of his hair off, and he played the drug addict brother. I loved when he jumped out of that window into that dumpster. It made me laugh. Great movie. How did I forget about The Fighter? Hey John, have you watched the open season cartoon movies? If you have, what are your thoughts? I have not seen them. I've not seen any of these movies. Which ones do you suggest I watch first? Fight Club, The Godfather, Braveheart, Pulp Fiction. I know that it's insane that I have not seen these films, but I will if you say so. Man, where do I start with that? I always have this discussion with my friends who love movies. It's like every time we always wish we could erase our memories so we could go back in time and watch a movie for the first time again, just to be completely entertained by it. I feel like I got a raccoon in my attic right now. Anyway, I had a raccoon in my attic the other day. Little bastard. You know, I'm gonna go with, if you're a fan of film, you definitely got to see Pulp Fiction. The Godfather is great. The Godfather Part 2 is better. But I would go with, I think for you, maybe Pulp Fiction, and then watch Fight Club. Bob with his bitch tits, phenomenal movie. And then watch the other two. Hey John, have you watched, I just answered that. Hey Johnny Be Good, what is your opinion on Miami Vice, your favorite 80s teen movie, and your favorite 80s teen movie? Miami Vice, the TV show, was never a huge fan. The movie Miami Vice with Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell, kind of a letdown. You know, it was a Michael Mann movie, and I wanted it to be good, but it wasn't good. Favorite 80s teen movie? We're probably gonna have to go with Ferris Bueller's Day Off as of right now. What was the last movie you watched, and what are you gonna watch next? Good thing. I'm glad you asked that. I watched The Master on Blu-ray just the other night. Joaquin Phoenix, phenomenal performance. Definitely a guy who can play a very fucked up individual. Interesting movie. Funny at times, extremely funny. My next movie I'm gonna watch, I think Sinister. You know, it's at the Redbox. It's, you know, one of those horror film movies. I'm curious to watch it. I've heard it's okay. Maybe I'll watch that one of these nights. I've been in the mood to be scared lately. Ever since I talked about Nightmare on Elm Street, I've been like in the mood to be. I want to be scared. I want to sit down in my basement listening to you know, Nightmare on Elm Street theme music. What would you do if a leprechaun came to your house, tried to eat your ear, and also does it exist? Okay, so a leprechaun comes in my house and tries to eat my ear. Tiny Todd, first of all, Tiny Todd is like a watchdog. Anything that comes into the perimeter, he kills it instantly. Yeah. So I wouldn't worry about it. Hey John, did you ever live near hot? Did you live, John? Did you ever live near any hot neighbor ladies? I'll make a long story short. I used to live down the street from this one girl, and she wasn't a lady. She was like she was a year younger than me. And let's just say that came inconvenient throughout high school. Very convenient. What is your favorite part of Django Unchained? Man, that movie's favorite part of Django Unchained would probably be the most intense scene was where Django's hanging upside down and his genitals are going to be chopped off. The other scene was where the one guy, the slave who was going to escape, was eaten by dogs. That whole movie, man, that's a great movie. Favorite scene though, you know, I really liked the part where they're in the small town and he kills the sheriff, and you're like, this guy just fucked up, and then it comes out that he's a bounty hunter. Good scene. That's where I really got into the movie. Hey John, do an impression of Film Fan Pete. I wish I had a Blu-ray. Hey guys, Film Fan Pete here, and we're going to talk about this movie today. That's all I got for you. John, are you a good cook? Absolutely not. I don't understand the reason for all the processes in cooking, like baking a cake and doing all this other bullshit, waiting 3 hours to eat a meal. I can't comprehend that. If I can't make it in 20 minutes or 30 minutes, not gonna make it. I have been making some pretty damn good hamburgers lately, I'll be honest with you. I bought these really good steak burgers the other day. I might make one tonight because I'm a little bit hungry. Phenomenal. Melted in my mouth. I wanted to die afterwards because I knew I could never do it again. But no, I'm not a good cook. I can't even make a cheese toasty. Come on now. Hey Johnny Utah, who would you like to see cast in the new Star Wars movie, and have you ever seen? I already answered that. As far as the new Star Wars movie, you know, they have all the original cast members coming back, and that only means that it's going to be good. You know, we're actually getting back to the roots of what Star Wars is. I hope. So I definitely hope that they have a badass bad guy in the movie. You know, another we need another Darth Vader. We need another what's his name? Guy with spikes in his hair. Darth Maul. I want to see a cooler, badass version of Darth Maul. Like another character like that. If Forrest Gump is still your favorite movie of all time, if Forrest Gump is not your favorite movie of all time, what is it? My favorite movie of all time, I truly cannot answer that question anymore. It's like 5 movies put into one. I can't answer my favorite movie of all time. But it's 5 movies put into one. It has to be. There's so many experiences that you have to combine together to make me who I am, and all those movies do it, damn it. Hey Johnny Pissface, what's your favorite Spielberg movie? Pissface, okay, dickhead. Anyway, favorite Spielberg movie is Pissface. Like, come on now, be a little bit more clever. Just a smidgen there. Call me okay. Spielberg movie. I like Raiders of the Lost Ark. I also like Catch Me If You Can. What made you hate Tiny Todd? The fact that he kills children? I don't know. Do you like the movie Kick-Ass? I love Kick-Ass. Can't wait to see it. That's another one of my most anticipated movies of 2013. How do you feel about Christian Bale possibly coming back as Batman? I made a video on that just yesterday. Check that out. Basically my major complaint would be, you know, change him, make him a different version of Batman, whatever you want to do. I love him as an actor, but the only thing that's going to do in the future is ruin the possibility of solo Batman movies, because they're not going to put him back in Gotham again and repeat everything they did. So that's my only complaint. So I'd rather see a new person take over Batman. Let me answer one more question. Okay. Hey, another Justice League question, and we'll leave it there. Hey Johnny, what would your ideal cast and crew for the Justice League be? Everyone from director to the characters. Also, have you heard of Swap a DVD website? It's a list of, okay, you can, yeah, I've heard of the website, never used it, too much effort, and I prefer just to go to a pawn shop. So ideal cast for Justice League, and I'll be very quick with this because I don't have a lot of thoughts on it, so I'm gonna give you the first thought I get off the top of my head. As far as Green Lantern goes, Ryan Reynolds, if you want to bring him back, go for it. In my opinion, Idris Elba would be a good Green Lantern because let's face it, you got to put a little ethnic mix in the whole Justice League thing. Idris Elba playing the black version of Green Lantern would be phenomenal. I think he could play it off. As far as the Flash goes, you could maybe go with somebody like Bradley Cooper. I think he'd be entertaining. You could maybe go with Chris Pine, maybe. Batman, hard decision. I'd have to really look at a lot of it, but I need 17 days to sit there in a room to decide who I would cast as Batman. But off the top of my head, I'm going to go with Carl Urban, based on his Judge Dredd performance. Who else is there? Superman, Henry Cavill is already cast. So those would be my major players. As far as Wonder Woman goes, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Wonder Woman anyway, but someone along the lines of Jessica Biel, someone along those lines. So that'd be my lineup. Maybe not Jessica Biel, but someone along those lines, okay? Maybe a little bit less known of an actress. Yeah, I think that'd work. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for asking questions. Ask more down below. We'll answer more next week. My brain is literally melting out of my ear. I still have to edit my Wizard of Oz, or I'm sorry, I call it the Wizard of Oz still. Oz the Great and Powerful review, and it's, what time is it? So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week for an all-new Q&A. Ask everything and anything down below.